The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Football League. Redskins leading Detroit 17-3. A quick look at the other scores around the National Football League. Other games in progress.
Chicago's come back now. Vince Evans threw a long pass for the touchdown to put them in the lead in that one. New Orleans, Archie Manning having a big first half. 16 out of 18, 171 yards in the first half. They're leading. Cardinals came back to tie up the Giants in the second period, 14-all. Cincinnati and Buffalo. How about Buffalo? Chuck Knox has got them going, 10 apiece. Pittsburgh got a field goal, a 54-yarder of something like that from Matt Barr. And New England, look at this, 35. That's 4 touchdown passes for the running quarterback.
All those
Steve
of you
Grogan.
who criticized Steve Grogan after last Monday night,
I'll tell you what, I've
back.
been one of those. It figures that he likes to run better than he likes to put the thing up, and he certainly has put it up today. Greg Landry threw a touchdown pass as Baltimore's leading Tampa Bay.
Teams on the field deploying themselves for the start of the second half of play, and we're just about ready to go back to work. Say if you're Monty Clark at halftime, what do you go in there and tell the troops?
Poise. Poise. Keep your poise. We've made a couple of mistakes. We had some bad breaks go against us. You come out and play football. They don't want to get too greedy too soon. They got to keep their poise and hang in there as a team. We had to say that to them. Try to get them to come out and play football.
Mosley ready to kick off. Calicut his feet, number 31, and Rick Kane, number 32. Second half underway at the Silverdome. Rick Kane, 1 yard deep in the end zone. Fakes the reverse, takes it out to the 15, 20, 25, and up to the 28-yard line. They fake the reverse to Leonard Thompson.
I like that, didn't you?
Yes.
I like to see a little innovation in the kickoff returns. And
speaking of innovation, you know, we were talking in the first half, and well, I think we'll look at it again, then I'll get back to this.
Watch this. I think they picked this up from Dallas. Didn't they do this with Thomas Henderson? You see the fake right there? I tell you what, a lot of people took the fake.
Sure
you can
did.
see
the white shirts going the other way. First and 10, Lions at their 28-yard line. Dexter Bussey, one running back, and it is Bussey, fumbles the ball, picks it up, fumbled it again. White shirts all over the place, and the Redskins recover at the 39. Well, Bussey fumbled that not once but twice.
That's the same way that Lions started last week against Tampa Bay. On the opening play, they fumble. Looks like he never got control of the football, but he gets it back after fumbling it once. And look how many white shirts are going after that football.
I think Dusek finally wound up with it, number 59. There he is.
Not yet. Lamar Parrish. Where is the thing?
Well, either Dusek or Parrish won.
Oh, what a way to start for Detroit. Big break for the Redskins again. There's a stats here. Theismann, good first half.
Comparison of the two quarterbacks. Malone to the 35 for a pickup of 3. It'll be second down 7. I started to talk to you about the running pass thrown by Hardiman. And in all the years you've been with the Redskins, can you recall having a guy who can throw that ball, a halfback?
Not as long as I can. Since 1964, I don't think so. First of all, I don't think I would have called it. I didn't want anybody else throwing. They may find out he could throw better. But I really haven't seen it, Frank, that where we've had somebody that could throw the football. We used to work on it in practice.
So that's a new weapon in the Redskins' arsenal this year. Second down 8. Theismann given to Riggins to the 31-yard line. Riggins in the first half, 11 carries for 45 yards.
Well, the offensive line of that right side, George Stark, Jeff Williams really came off the ball then.
3rd and 3.
Moved him back. Good blocking by the offensive line. Bob Kazeel doing a good job. Ron Saul and Terry Hermeling.
Third down. Redskins need 3 for the first down with the ball at the line 30. Last year, you recall, the Redskins beat the Lions, and that was the end of the win streak. They were 6-0 at that point, and after that, it was downhill all the way.
Interesting situation here. They got 3rd and 2, and they take out Riggins. They take out their first backs. Harmon. What they do? Clarence Harmon.
Inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Hunter making the stop, but the Redskins look unstoppable right now.
Obviously, they found a hole in that left side. Just a little turn handoff to him. Again, Clarence Harmon comes in and makes things happen. Big run, first down.
That should be the strong side of the Lions defense with Doug English and Baker over there.
I think he had overshifted a little bit the other way.
First down at the 17-yard line. Malone gets away from one tackler, down to the 10, down to the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Put a great move on Weaver, number 59, and eluded him.
Just a good run here, good blocking, everybody doing their job. This is what he avoided the first tackle in the backfield by Weaver, gets outside of Cole, runs back. Cole kind of gave up on the play. Malone wasn't ready to stop, ducked back in, got some extra yards, takes it down to the 4.
Malone and Riggins both come out. First and goal to goal from the 4-yard line. Harmon is in there, and I believe so is Hardiman. Let's see. That's Hardiman trying to go upstairs and nearly had his head taken off. Eddie Cole, number 50. Stopping the climb over the top. Cole, an 11th round draft pick out of Ole Miss, and a real surprise for the Lions this year.
Well, you see this play from the back. Look what Hardiman tries to do. You see Riggins going in, trying to go over the top after Ed Cole, the middle linebacker. Cole stands him up. Boy, Hardiman's way up in the air then. Gets driven back. They actually give him about a half a yard.
We'll call it second and goal from the 3-yard line. Riggins obviously is in the backfield right now. It's Harmon who is split wide to the left side. Fugit, 6 points. Easy touchdown throw. Theismann with his second touchdown pass of the afternoon. One to Thompson and one now to Gene Fugit.
Little play action pass. Good call here. Just made it look easy. Joe just takes something off, lofts it up in the air to Fugit. Gene Fugit loves that double stripe down there. And since coming to the Redskins, that's his 21st touchdown.
How did you know that? That's his third of the season. Third touchdown catch. Had 2 last week's. As Mosley tacks on the extra point with 11 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the third period. The Redskins in danger of turning this one into a rout. Washington 24, Detroit 3.
A lot of people think using Federal Express is complicated. But really, it's so simple, even a vice president can do it.
Hello, Federal.
All you do is pick up the phone. We come to your office and pick up the package. Well, even a president can do that.
Hello, Federal.
In fact, using Federal Express is so simple that even a chairman of the board can do it.
Hello.
Federal Express, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
Antifreeze. You never think about it, or how it has to protect somebody beside you, or what could happen without it. Stranded, and no help for miles. Don't trust your luck. Don't trust the weather. Take out old, weak antifreeze now and put your trust in Prestone, too. More people trust Prestone than all other brands combined.
We made it.
More people trust Prestone. And when you flush your cooling system, trust Prestone Super Flush.
Next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, the CBS Sports Spectacular brings you action in the ring with Howard Davis. Action on the rink with top American skaters vying for national honors. Action on the road with the Italian Grand Prix. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
Mosley getting ready to kick off for the Washington Redskins here in the third period. Redskins got the Lions exactly where they want them now. Of course, they want Detroit to put that ball in the air with the rookie quarterback, and it's obvious as Detroit gets further behind, and that's exactly what they're going to have to do. Well, this one takes forever to come down. Calicut at the 7-yard line, back to the 15, hit at the 20, out to the 23. Anybody ever hits the roof of the Silverdome with a kickoff, it's going to be Mosley. That was really high.
He was talking about that down on the field when he was kicking off before the game, talking with him about it. There you see the scoring drive, 6th place, 38 yards. And another turnover.
They made it look easy.
Oh, they really made it look easy.
Now, you talk about demoralizing. I mean, you're down 17-3 at the half. You come out and you fumble on the first play.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to kill you.
It really does. And look what it does to the defense. You put the defense in a hole. They go on the field. And Washington marches right down and gets a touchdown.
Lions got to throw it. It's intercepted and dropped. Was that something?
Corey Bacon and Talbot fighting over an interception. Look at them. They were actually fighting over an interception. They both had a shot at it.
Oh, that was funny. I'm not going to score. You're going to score. Take a look at it again. This was another cinched touchdown. Talbot gets in there first.
Bacon hits it, and watch this. You want to see 4 bad hands? They don't have 2 good hands between them. We lose it. They're back there really battling after the ball. Both of them were tipping the ball around.
Probably just as fortunate that we lost him. Well, Butts thought he saw someone move in the offense, so he jumped up and tapped his opposite number, Keith Dorney, on the shoulder pad, but he thought wrong.
Well, and you got the type of experience that you have in that defensive line of Washington, Talbot with 13 years, when they make that move and go off sides, they immediately point to an offensive.
Defense, number 65, second down.
They immediately point to the offensive lineman, trying to indicate to the referee that the offense moved. Didn't get away with it that time.
2nd and 5 for the Lions at their 27-yard line. But a miserable afternoon for Detroit so far. Completes it to Hill at the 30. David Hill is up to the 35. He's been most of the offense for the Lions this afternoon. His 4th reception. And of course, he had the long one taken back because of the penalty. Holber makes the stop, but the Lions have a first down.
David Hill's a fine tight end. He had 5 receptions last week. Coming back with 4. He is most of their offense whenever he plays.
First and 10, Lions at their 35-yard line, trying to get something going. They scored the first 3 points of the ballgame, and since then it's been all Redskins. Comlow, little floater, again Hill, and again it's a first down for the Lions at the 48-yard line. Pickup of 13 on the play.
Boy, Mr. Comlow makes a good fake here, and you see how he freezes everybody. He gets good time to throw this ball, makes a good throw. What a catch, huh? Again, Mr. Hill, and you see what he does. Dives for the first down.
Parrish making the stop, but not before the Lions have their 2nd straight first down at their 47-yard line. There's the book on Comlow so far. Not bad for the rookie. Slot formation to the right. They go with the reverse. Scott carrying the ball to the 50, and Freddie Scott is down to the 46. The ex-Baltimore Colts.
Going to a couple of gadgets now. Used to have an old saying, you can't win with gadgets. Sometimes they come out.
They come in rather handy,
they
right?
come in handy when you're desperate. They come in handy. The
Pick up of
Baltimore
8.
Colts. Excuse me, Frank. The Baltimore Colts are leading Tampa Bay 10-0. That's still in the first quarter.
Greg Landry has a touchdown pass, and probably some of the Lion establishment are having some second thoughts about that trade last year. Big hole up the middle. Rick Kane busting through, taking it inside the 40 and down to the 33-yard line. First down.
Well, maybe expecting a pass. You see Butts got tied up. Looks like he got held a little bit. Good piece of running by Rick Kane. Murphy comes over and makes a tackle. Mark Murphy, 3rd-year man out of Colgate. Big shoes to fill in Jake Scott's.
Absolutely. A lot of big shoes to fill in that Redskin squad this year with Hamburger gone and McDowell and Hawes and the rest of them. Kane to the 30, running hard to the 26-yard line. Lamar Parrish making the stop. Here's one young man who hasn't given up for the Lions, Rick Kane. Bothered by injuries last year and the year before.
Brad Ducey comes across. Watch him take on the block. He defeats the blocker there, but Kane breaks outside. Parrish comes up, throws a little block on him. This is a tough position. I'm sure the Redskin defense with a 24-3 lead like this, not playing with the same intensity if it were a close football game.
Second down, a long 2 needed for the first down. Lions at the Redskin 26. Comlow, good protection. This is for Hill. Intercepted at the back of the end zone by Houston. Nope, wasn't Houston.
Mark Murphy.
Murphy it was.
Mark Murphy went right back and takes this ball away from David Hill. The same pass they had success with in the first half that was called back. Take a look at it. Big catch right here. Mark Murphy.
4th turnover given up by the Lions.
RCA wants you to see the right color. Sunrise over the Grand Canyon. Does your television capture the color in all its intensity, in all its subtlety? Does it automatically show you the right shades of color? If not, wait till you see Color Track 1980. Color Track 1980. With 8 automatic color systems designed to lock even subtle shades of color on track. RCA is making television better and better.
I was thinking about buying one of those new compacts, $4,700, or maybe a little import, over $5,700. But then I had a better idea. Ford Fairmont, as much as $1,300 less, with lots of standard features. 5-passenger room for the family. Great gas mileage.
The kind you need today.
And handsome styling.
Every minute of every working day, someone chooses Fairmont's remarkable combination of values. Sedans, wagons, Futuras, America's proven value.
There's Jeff Comlow, the rookie quarterback of the Detroit Lions, talking to Bob Schnelker, one of the Lions' assistant coaches. Second interception put up by the rookie. Redskins have the ball, 1st and 10 at their 20. Riggins on the sweep. 25 and out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Official said he went out at the 29. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Jimmy Allen making the stop for the Detroit Lions. 54,991 in attendance this afternoon. That's considerably below capacity here, which is right at 80,000.
They're talking about the way the Redskins are playing defense earlier. With that 24-3 lead, playing pass defense a lot easier than when it's neck and neck in the game.
Benny Malone got away from Weaver and picked up the first down at the 33-yard line. Malone continues to run hard. Former Miami Dolphin who has really helped out the Redskins. Hunter, number 28 over there, he's had a tough afternoon. Took that shot from Riggins in the first half, but came back.
Well, that gives the Redskins 17 first downs. We're still in the 3rd period.
Lions have 11. Washington at about 150 yards rushing so far in the afternoon. They pretty much stayed on the ground. Riggins out to the 35. Theismann has put it up 8 times and completed 6 for 65 yards. Why throw when you don't have to, huh?
Boy, that's for sure, and the defense turning the ball over to you.
Penalty marker on the play. Preliminary indication holding against the Redskins. Doug English, the defensive captain of the Lions, talking it over with the referee, Gene Barth.
Little infraction. Redskins haven't had too many infractions today.
They'll move it back to the 22.
Number 54, offense, holding, first down.
Bob Kuziel found somebody to hang on to.
Got an update on Baltimore, Tampa Bay, now 17-zip in the first period.
Don Hardiman got a 2nd touchdown for them.
1st and 20. Theismann in trouble back at the 5, almost intercepted. Number 79, William Gay, the guy who was the tight end last year, who they switched to defensive, and I figure he'd have better hands, right?
No wonder he's not playing tight end. Theismann, it's a double screen. He fakes one way, and watch this. The pass goes right to Gay. Gets one hand, knocks it down.
Of course, he didn't have to play with all those pads.
Now
when he was
you know why they shifted him to defense.
Yeah. 2nd and 20. 7:07 left to play in the third period.
Look at this. The Bears 12-7 lead over Minnesota. They get a safety.
Malone caught behind the line. Good solid rush that time by Dave Purifoy, number 75, ex-Green Bay Packer.
This is the first we've heard of the Silver Rush all day. They ran this play and they had some success with it. It looked like they were coming with a blitz. You see Gay in there and also Dave Purifoy.
That takes the Redskins back to the 17-yard line. It is now 3rd and 25. They haven't been this big a hole all afternoon.
They had a first down on the 32-yard line, didn't they?
Well, the defense of the line seems to be aroused, so is the crowd. Hardiman finds some running room up the middle, but not nearly enough for the first down as he clears it out to the 26. And Mike Bragg, who looked like he was going to get the afternoon off, comes in to do his number.
This is only a second punt, isn't it?
I think so.
Heard something the other day. Mike Bragg, you know what? His wife went to the doctor and talked with her. Talked to the doctor, and the doctor says, guess what? You're going to have twins. They're
Really?
expecting twins.
How about that? Bragg is one of 2 Redskins left from the 72 Super Bowl squad. Terry Hermeling being the other one.
2 little kickers, huh? Maybe one will be a
2 little kickers.
2 little kickers coming out.
So Bragg trying to get loosened up after a long period of inactivity. His other punt went for 34. This goes considerably further. Fair catch is signaled by Thompson at the 35-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Timeout on the field with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the third period. Redskins lead it 24-3.
More super values from Sears. The great menswear buys start here with the value dress shirt. Now just $6.99. You save $2. But don't stop there. Save $30 on this 4-piece vested suit. Now just $89. The coat, reversible vest, and 2 slacks make 6 great outfits. The value dress shirt and this 4-piece vested suit. Super looks, super values. Sears, where America shops for value.
The key's supposed to be under the steps.
I got it. Hey, here's a note. Gentlemen, my country estate is at your disposal. There might even be a little something in the refrigerator regards Hank.
Let it be low and brown.
Low and brown.
Oh.
When you want the taste of a truly great American beer, tonight, let it be low and brow.
Here's the Hank.
Wherever he is.
Low and brown.
Following the game, CBS Sports presents live coverage of the finals of the U.S. Open Tennis Championships. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
And that battle between McEnroe and Gerolaitis is also for the city championship of New York, right?
I heard somebody say that fans up there didn't like either of them. Who are they going to cheer for?
And of course, Chris Everett Lloyd goes up against Tracy Austin in the women's final. 1st and 10. Lions at their 36. Comlow. It'll screen out to the far side to Freddie Scott, and Scott takes it up to the 45 for a pickup of 9 yards on the play.
Well, speaking of that tennis match, that's got to be a good one because both of them worked hard to get there. Have to like McEnroe in it, though. Well, he's really playing well.
He is. Redskins this year had the lowest total of draft picks they've ever had in the NFL. I guess any team has ever had. They only had 5. And 4 of the 5 made it to opening days. That's pretty good average. Next year, they've got a number 1. I don't know what they're going to do with it.
They won't know what to do either. It's been a long time.
On 2nd and 1, Comlow throws it over the middle. Wide open is Scott. At the 45 down to the 41-yard line of the Washington Redskins. First down. Brad Dusek, number 59, made the stop. Obviously, the Redskins not expecting the pass.
Well, a little play action, too, and you see they hold everybody. He gets good protection, makes a good throw again. Jeff Comlow can throw the football, and he's done it when he's had time to put it up. He's put it up very accurately. He has thrown a couple bad passes when he was just trying to go for the bomb, and he's had a couple of them picked off, too.
1st and 10 from the Redskins 40-yard line. Again, the Lions appear to be driving. Last time, of course, it ended in the interception. Kane continues to run well. Let's see if we get a flag there. No flag. Some of the fans thought there might have been a late hit there on the part of Dave Butts, who landed on top of Kane, and looks like Butts came out on the short end of the deal, huh?
That's right. Rick Kane looking for some sympathy there, saying, look, he hit me late, but Butts was the one that jumped on him, 285 pounds, a lot of weight.
Official timeout as Butts is down in the field. Don't forget tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes, All in the Family, and One Day at a Time. Another hard-hitting edition of 60 Minutes following the U.S. Open Tennis Championships. Archie and Edith Bunker come along. Bonnie Franklin and One Day at a Time. And you'll see why when you're looking at CBS, you are looking good.
Sure Dave Butts doesn't feel that way right now. Looks like he hurt his leg a little bit.
Timeout here with 4:40 left to play in the third period, and the Redskins leading the Lions 24-3.
If we could take you through the plant to show you what is new and let you see what's going on and watch the things we do. If you could see the cars and trucks we're working on for you, you'd say incredible. Ford, that's incredible.
Introducing the Incredible Ford Factory Tour. Come and see the incredible things we're doing to produce a new generation of more fuel-efficient cars and trucks.
If you could see tomorrow, the way it looks to us today, you'd say incredible. Ford, that's incredible.
To take the Incredible Ford Factory Tour, write us for information.
Dave Butts coming over. It looks like his knee hits that hard AstroTurf going down, and he went down and looked like he was hurt, but he did walk off the field under his own power.
Back to live action on 2nd down 5 for the Lions at the 35-yard line. Bo Robinson, the rookie fullback, is in the game once again. He carries to the 32. Looks like they're a couple of yards short of the first down. 3rd down coming up.
Looked like Butts just said, may have been his knee that he banged when he went down, but let's hope that it isn't serious.
Well, he walked off the field under his own power without assistance. Lawrence Gaines, number 38, big running back, has come into the lineup for the Detroit Lions in this 32. He's had a lot of knee problems. He came up, they thought he was just going to be a super runner. They give it to the second man, Robinson. He did not make it. Did not make it.
They didn't make it. I think you're going to have to go for it here.
Got to.
They're going to have to go for it. You know, Frank, we were talking about Steve Grogan having thrown 4 touchdown passes in the first half. He also was 9 of 12 for 238 yards.
Oh, he is coming back strong. 4th down and a yard for the Lions at the Redskin 31-yard line. Luther Blue has come into the game for the first time at a wide receiver. Flag down. Kane picked up the first, but we got a penalty marker. He took it down to the 26, wipe it out. It's against Detroit. Boy, they can't win for losing.
It looked like Russ Bollinger, the right guard, moved in a little quickly there. 4th-year man out of Long Beach State.
Now they'll be looking at 4th and 6.
Illegal motion, offensive right tackle, 4th down.
Maybe it was Dorney.
Another big weekend. Regional games coming up. These 4 next Sunday afternoon on CBS. It's going to be our first CBS doubleheader Sunday. Got a good one for you, too.
Right.
The national game, the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys next Sunday afternoon on CBS. 4th and 6. Lions at the 36-yard line of the Washington Redskins. Kamalo, little look in over the middle, intercepted. Houston, 30, 35, 40. Kenny Houston to midfield and dropped at the 49-yard line of the Detroit Lions. 3rd interception off Kamalo, and again the boos rain down from above.
Well, they go to the well one time too often. They had some success throwing that little looky pass. to Dave Hill, and you see Brad Dusick was right with him all the way. The ball came out. Kenny Houston picks it off. The 6th interception in 2 games for the Washington Redskins.
That's a pretty impressive statistic right there. Houston, of course, great veteran Pro Bowl performer. Been in the Pro Bowl last 11 years. Officials mark it right at midfield, so it's first down from the 50-yard line. Ricky Thompson in motion. Theismann hands off to Malone. He fumbled it. Looks like the Lions got it back. Lions recover at the 47-yard line.
See if we can pick up this fumble. Just a direct handoff. You see Malone cutting back. He's got the ball pulled away. Purifoy comes in and kind of strips the ball from him, pulls it out of his hand. Williams tries to go in after the ball. The Lions come up with it.
Eddie Cole, the rookie linebacker, number 50, made the recovery. That's the first turnover?
I think it is.
By the Redskins? I believe so.
There you go. Detroit's had 5. Washington.
They've got a few to go to catch up.
Well, they do.
First down, Lions at their 46-yard line. 2:50 left in the 3rd period. Comlo looking and in trouble, and swamped back at the 41.
He had Rick Kane wide open behind Rich Malott.
There's Monty Clark on the right of your screen, and one of his assistants, Bob Schnelker, the offensive coordinator, on the left. He's the fellow with the glasses.
Boy, this is the time you see him. He's the one that sends in the plays. You'd like somebody else to be making some of these calls.
Loss of 5 on the play. It is 2nd and 15 for the Lions at their 41-yard line.
Good pass rush that time by the front 4 of the Skins.
Thompson wide to the right side. You see Scott in the slot down at the bottom of your screen. Comlo. Thompson at the 47. They say he was down at that point. And Thompson is claiming that nobody touched him. Why should he be down? Why shouldn't he be allowed to get up and run some more?
If there was any contact at all. Hard to tell. Comlo again. When given time, he's been able to get the ball out there.
I needed 15 for the first down. They picked up 13. That'll set up 3rd down and a long 2 needed for the first.
Redskins going to their nickel defense. They bring in Ray Waddy. Had an outstanding day in the opening game against the Oilers.
Scott wide to the right side. Luther Blue is flanked to the left. Kane and Robinson in the backfield. Rick Kane trying to pick up the first and does. Spinning his way down to the 42-yard line of the Washington Redskins. Mark Murphy makes the stop. He's had a pretty good afternoon for Washington.
Good call that time by the Lions. Redskins expecting pass. They went to a little off tackle play, enough for the first down. 24-3 with the time running out of the 3rd quarter. Under a minute.
1st and 10, Detroit at the Washington 42-yard line. Again, Kane to the 40, to the 35, to the 34. And then fumbles it out of bounds. Brad Dusick on the tackle, but again, Kane picks up some pretty good yardage. He's been the hardest runner that the Lions have had this afternoon.
I'm sure Brad Dusick saying, why all this running at me? There's a rookie linebacker on the other side. Let him make some tackles.
Kane getting a breather. Imagine Dusick and Talbert and a few of those guys are wondering what to do for company now with all you old-timers gone.
Hard to find someone to go out and get a malt with.
I thought you'd say something like that. Robinson. Close for the first down at the 32-yard line. The rookie running back from West Texas State. Paul Smith is now in the ball game at a defensive tackle position.
I think we're going to have a little measurement here to see how close they are.
We're down to the final 5 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Redskins led at halftime 17-3, and that's how much the Lions need for the first down.
New Orleans and Green Bay, they're having a Donnybrook, aren't they? It's 12-0 at halftime. New Orleans leading Green Bay. Green Bay's come back. Now it's 14-12, Green Bay over New Orleans.
Marty Smith is running for a touchdown, and David Whitehurst doing the same. There's the gun. That is the end of the third period of play here at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. With the score, the Redskins 24, the Lions 3. We now pause for a word from your local station.
This fall, meet two aspiring janitors, two brothers who will bumble, stumble, and fumble their way into your hearts. Michael Keaton and Jim Belushi are two working stiffs. Saturdays.
This is CBS.
Welcome back to the Pontiac Silverdome. Frank Lieber along with Sonny Jurgensen. And as I recall, the Redskins were in front last week against the Oilers as we head into the last period.
They don't want the same thing to happen, I can tell you that. That's why you see their starters still on the football field.
Well, we have a little more comfortable cushion right now, leading by a score of 24-3. As we go back to work. Third down and a yard for the Lions at the 31-yard line. And again, the Redskins jam them up pretty good at the line of scrimmage, but they didn't need that much, and they picked up the first down.
Where Don Hover stuck him right as he went up in the air to try to pick up the first down. He met him, but he didn't have but a couple of inches to go for it, and they picked it up.
First and 10, Lions with the nose of the ball just outside the Redskin 30-yard line.
The NFL champion Pittsburgh Steelers leading Houston now in the third period, 17-0.
That's impressive. They were supposed to be hurt coming in too. Here's Kamlo. Wide open. Thompson down at the 10. He's at the 5. He's out of bounds at the 3. One of the Redskin defensive backs slipped back there just as the pass was on its way to Thompson. I think it might have been Parrish. See, we'd take another look at it because he turned out to be wide open, and again a pretty good throw by the rookie quarterback.
Thompson, Leonard Thompson, very fast. He gets good protection again. You see running the play action. Lortz comes around, making a last rush at him. Joe Lavender, a little way off, giving him a little room, a little cushion there. And they get it down inside. Good opportunity for the Lions to get a touchdown.
Officials mark it at the 4. It is first down and goal to go. Kamlo trying to lead him across. It is Thompson in motion. The fake to Robinson. Wide open. Number 80, Ulysses Norris. Rookie tight end. Norris concerned about going out of bounds at the 1-yard line, but he didn't have anybody near him.
He didn't. He should have been upfield. Unusual call. You see Tony Peters on the rush here coming in. Look at that. Nobody was just trying to keep from going out of bounds. Had a sure touchdown. Could have been in the end zone very easily then.
Second down, goal to go. Detroit at the Redskin 4. Lions trailing 24-3. Robinson, a yard to the 3-yard line. Robinson running in a backfield right now with Lawrence Gaines, number 38. Couple of bulls back there. Dusek making the stop.
And Kenny Houston too. Well, when you throw that ball first down, you see Houston making the first contact. When you throw that ball first down inside of the 5-yard.
Out and talk it over with head coach Monty Clark.
He also wants to be sure here because they're gonna run the thing for 2 downs to make sure they get in for the touchdown.
So again, timeout here at the Pontiac Silverdome with the Redskins leading the Lions 24-3.
Gentlemen, tonight we're brought together here by 2 teams we all love. Good food and light beer from Miller. I want to take this opportunity myself to tell you. I tell you, I don't get no respect.
Garçon, je dis saignant. Si elle est pas saignante,
Sounds good, but
what is it?
Meatloaf sandwich and a light. Gentlemen, as we all know and appreciate, light has 1/3 less calories than a regular beer, and it's less filling.
But the best thing is it tastes great.
Less filling.
Gentlemen.
Hey, Deacon, pass the roll. Hey, Charlie, that's my beer.
No, this is by your broccoli. This is my broccoli.
That's my beer.
What's wrong with you guys?
Hey, Bubba, you want the peas?
Ooh,
Hey, you gonna eat all that?
Just showing off.
Gentlemen, in closing, I'd like to think I speak for all of us when I say if it wasn't for light, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Hey, you big pound.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
All right, you've been here a time or two. 3rd and goal to go from the 3-yard line going in. To call this one for me.
Well, you're not gonna kick a field goal here. So there are a lot of alternatives. I don't know what their game plan was going in, but you're gonna go for it on 4th down. So you got a lot of choices.
Gaines and Robinson in the backfield. It is Robinson down to the goal line and over. Touchdown, Detroit. Bo Robinson scores his first NFL touchdown.
Knowing that they were going to go on 4th down if they didn't make it here, the run was the safest thing they could do. Robinson, that's why they started this young man from West Texas State, and he gets in for his first NFL touchdown.
News for the goal line on that particular play. Benny Ricardo to try the extra point with Swider, the punter, the hold. Who knows how many of these soccer kickers have number 1 on their jerseys? Herrera, Septien, Ricardo. Extra point try is good, and with 13 minutes and 28 seconds left to play in the game, the Redskins lead has been trimmed to 24-10.
I never worry about what brand name part my mechanic puts on my car. That doesn't make me a bad guy. I go to a professional mechanic I can trust, so I trust the parts he uses. He uses Mopar. It means nothing to me, but it means a lot to him. Mopar fits all American-made cars, foreign cars too, and they're used by professional mechanics all over the world. If the professional trusts Mopar, I trust Mopar. Does he make me happy? He makes it his business.
Trust your car to Mopar.
Radio Shack has slashed the price on one of our top-of-the-line stereo systems. Right now, save $310 on this impressive realistic hi-fi. You get this quality AM/FM stereo receiver, a pair of realistic tower speakers, and this precision belt drive turntable, all for only $579. A great entertainment bargain and a beautiful addition to your home. The sale-priced realistic stereo system, just $579, only at Radio Shack, a Tandy company.
Next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, the CBS Sports Spectacular brings you action in the ring with Howard Davis. Action on the rink with top American skaters vying for national honors. Action on the road with the Italian Grand Prix. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
Brand new season on the CBS Sports Spectacular gets underway next Saturday with the big fight from Houston, the Italian Grand Prix, and the U.S. Amateur Roller Skating Championships. Ricardo ready to kick off. Interesting to see now if the Lions defense can hold the Redskins. They can move back into this ball game. High kick and very short. Harris feels it at the 16-yard line. He's up to the 20-yard line, and we got penalty markers all over the play. Harris still on his feet and finally dropped back at the 17. Do you care to venture a guess?
Oh, he was clipping. It was clipping real early. The official had trouble getting his flag out. I tell you, that line defense should be all fired up now because they'd like to force another turnover and see if they can't get back in this ball game.
And the Redskins, with a lot of young football players, may be thinking now back to last week, hey, we were ahead 2 touchdowns in the last quarter against Houston. Could it be happening again?
And they're starting inside of that 10-yard line.
Personal foul, clipping, number 51 on the run back. First down.
Monty Coleman guilty of the clip. What the Redskins want to do here is be careful, have a good drive, eat up some time on the clock. Don't make any mistakes. Don't beat yourself.
Don't turn it over. Malone and Riggins, the setbacks behind Theismann. Line crowd getting noisy. Riggins trying to get outside.
He fumbles.
Back, fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Detroit recovers at the 13-yard line.
It looks like a replica of last week. John Riggins did the same thing against the Oilers. The same thing happened. The exact type of play. Riggins got the ball. See what happens. He loses it. Had it in his left hand. The ball is loose. The Lions come up with it. 1st and 10 on about the 12-yard line. Take a look at it again. See what happens to the football.
Al Baker, number 60, winds up at the bottom of the pile on top of the football. He made the fumble recovery, and things are getting interesting now here in Pontiac, Michigan. The Lions with a first down at the Redskin 12-yard line. Touchdown here closes it to 24-17, and still lots of time left. The rookie, Jeff Comlow, at the command, comes out throwing on first down and throws it away.
And boy, did he make a good play in throwing that thing away.
Leonard Thompson, number 39, was the intended receiver. Parrish was back there with him.
I don't understand the call, Frank. You're going after one of the best single coverage people in the league in Lamar Parrish, and they went right to the strength of the Redskin defense.
That's the second straight series now they've thrown on first down.
Yes. Only to get one in a hurry.
Luther Blue, number 89, in the Detroit lineup. 2nd and 10 to go from the 12-yard line. Kane to the 5. Kane in for the touchdown.
Look out. Boy, did they get some blocking. Excellent blocking here. Watch this. Kane cuts back. Homer Elias made the block that sprung him loose. Watch your left guard. Homer Elias, number 61, going out, throwing a block right here. This cuts back in, gets in for the touchdown.
Kane goes in, standing up from 12 yards away. Ricardo with the extra point try. And the Lions have their second touchdown and 14 points in a period of 1 minute. 12:56 still left here in Pontiac, Michigan. Redskins lead now trimmed to 24-17.
Boy, did I save money on this hat.
Yeah?
We smart shoppers compare prices.
Wish we could do that with our homeowners insurance.
Compare with Allstate.
Compare?
Bring in your homeowner's policy and compare rates. Odds are Allstate might save you some money.
We can save you some money.
It does pay to compare.
Oh, it sure does. Love your hat. Oh.
Hey, where'd you get the hat?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
And that's a promise from us, the good hands people.
Nancy Hamilton will cross our path 8 times today. We're S-Mark. We own the companies that supply her peanut butter and turkeys, rubber gloves, and baby nursers, fertilizer, oil filters and motor oil, gasoline. We're S-Mark, a big company with a big stake in Nancy Hamilton and in you.
Don't go away. We've got a football game here in Pontiac, Michigan. 24-17. Redskins leading. The crowd is aroused. The Lions are aroused. And the Redskins now have their work cut out for them.
Well, they've made it tough on themselves because they had everything under control, leading 24-3. Made a couple of mistakes. 24-17 with a lot of time left.
Boy, listen to this crowd. They are really pumped up now. They gave the Lions a standing ovation during the timeout. Ricardo ready to kick off. Hardeman is deep. Good boot. Chasing Hardeman back to the goal line. Out to the 10, 15, 20. Hardeman across the 25 to the 26. Keep in mind, Project SOS, the speed of sound, coming up next Saturday on CBS as stuntman Stan Barrett tries to break the sound barrier in his rocket-powered vehicle out in Utah. That event will be aired on videotape next Saturday afternoon on CBS.
Things are getting a little tight now, aren't they?
Crowd is really pumped up now. 1st and 10 from the 26. They go right back to Riggins. This time he hangs onto the football, gets across the 31 for a pickup at 5.
I like that call because it gives John Riggins some confidence after fumbling last play to come right back and say, okay, we're not giving up on, we need you. They went right back to him, gave him the football again. This time he held on, picked up about 4 yards.
second down, call it 6 for the first down. Redskins at their 31. Theismann with good protection to Wiggins over the middle. Looks like he may be a little bit shy of the first down at the 37. Eddie Cole, number 50, the middle linebacker, and Charlie Weaver, number 59 on the hit. Now let's see if he did make it. It is a first down, they say.
That's a real good call against young linebackers. The fullback that lays in the backfield and then kind of checks over. Just kind of drifts out of the backfield. Very safe pass to throw, and he picks up a first down.
Redskins first and 10 at their 37. What they need now is a long drive, eat up a lot of the clock, get some points out of it. Theismann has put the ball in the air very sparingly. Redskins have been able to run well against this young line defense. Fake into the middle, Theismann back to throw it. Flag is down, he gets it away, completes it to Malone at the 45, and Benny Malone to the 50. Let's see what the penalty was. Hunter, number 28 on the stop.
Some kind of penalty. It may be contact downfield. Defensive holding, isn't it?
That's the preliminary indication we get, is that it will go against Detroit.
28 defense, holding, refused, first down.
Redskins decline the penalty, take the gain instead.
I don't know if we can pick it up. Theismann not having anyone to throw to immediately. Showing you that scrambling ability. Goes outside of Gay, then finds Benny Malone coming across. You see the flag was already down on the field before the completion.
First down at midfield. 11 minutes, 13 seconds left to play. Redskins' lead has been trimmed to 24-17. Hardiman caught behind the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't go down easily. Charlie Weaver, number 59. The veteran linebacker playing in his 113th game for the Detroit Lions makes the stop on the Redskin rookie running back.
That's some other scores, Frank. St. Louis, after trailing the New York Giants 14-0, scored 21 on unanswered points, now lead 21-14. Buffalo leading Cincinnati 24-17. Pittsburgh 24-0 over Houston.
Second and 16. Redskins at their 43. Hardiman, nothing up the middle. That defense is really aroused. You see Al Baker, the big all-pro defender, number 60, leading the defensive charge for the Lions. Hardiman wondering where the hole is.
One thing you try not to do in a football game is encourage your opponents.
Third and 16.
That's exactly what happened with the Redskins. They did. They're aroused now, and they're playing football.
Third down. Redskins need 16 for the first down at their 44. We keep a close eye on the clock for you as that becomes a factor. Just under 10 minutes left to play in the game. Wiggins needed 16, got about 5. So the Lions have held, and the Redskins will have to punt.
Very conservative call, huh?
I would say so.
16 yards, trying to run a draw play for the 16 yards. Didn't want to put it up, risk the interception.
Bragg will punt. Leonard Thompson is deep, single safety for the Lions, standing back on his 10. Bragg has punted twice. Thompson lets this one sail in at the 5 and on into the end zone. Touchback, 51 yards on the punt. Lions will get it at the 20-yard line. 9 minutes and 6 seconds left to play here at the Pontiac Silverdome. Washington leading Detroit 24-17.
Some guys never learn. They're still taking it on the chin. Gotcha. Norelco offers the Norelco rotary razor. Not 1 or 2 blades, but 36 blades inside 3 adjustable floating heads and a unique shaving angle for a very close shave without a nick or cut. So say hello to the Norelco rotary razor and say goodbye to Gotcha.
Take care of your car at Kmart.
Your Kmart Automotive Center has the answer to your muffler problem. the zinc-coated double-wrapped Kmart arrestor muffler. Have it installed by Kmart, and if anything goes wrong, they'll replace it free as long as you own your American-made car. The arrestor, zinc-coated and double-wrapped like the best. And best of all, Kmart price. Get it at Kmart Automotive Centers across the USA, where quality auto products are Kmart priced.
This young man took a summer job in this plush resort hotel, but he never expected this. It's The Last Resort, premiering Wednesdays this fall on CBS.
Something for everyone tomorrow night on CBS. Bugs Bunny, Buff the Magic Dragon, MASH, WKRP, and Lou Grant. Great night of television tomorrow on CBS. We're in Detroit. Crowd is fired up, so are the Lions. They trail by 21. They now trail by 7. First down at their 20-yard line. They've been running well so far against the Redskins. Bo Robinson on that carry. Doesn't get much. Their leading rusher now is Kane, who came off the bench and has carried 7 times for 60 yards, including the 12-yard touchdown run.
Tyrone went right around the block and made the tackle. Good play.
Solid no gain, 2nd and 10.
Finally took Steve Grogan out. Frankie had 5 touchdown passes. They lead 49-3 now.
I guess his arm's a little tired. Here's Kane. Busting up the middle, out across the 25 to the 26. He does get a start, I'll tell you that. Jack Pardee, the head coach of the Washington Redskins in his 2nd year.
He's chewing that ice. You see him?
How is he different from George Allen, or would that take you all day?
Isn't everyone different?
You said it, I didn't. 3rd down. Lions need 4 for the first down. Rookie Jeff Kamlo out of DeMatha High School in Washington. Rushes on by the Redskins. He gets it away. Incomplete. Intended for Hill, the tight end, his favorite target this afternoon. Mark Murphy on the tackle. The pass is ruled incomplete.
He just drops back a crossing pattern again. He gets good protection. Didn't quite get it out in front of him far enough. A little bit behind him. Murphy all over him. Jars the ball loose.
Slider in to do the punting.
Yeah, they're going to have to kick it away now. The Baltimore Colts are leading Tampa Bay 17-13 now. That's in the 2nd quarter.
Hardiman is deep, the leading punt returner in the NFL. Redskins with 10 men on the line of scrimmage and dancing around up there. McDaniel almost got in there. Hardiman makes the catch and is immediately drilled.
Oh, what a gamble he took there.
Leonard Thompson, number 39, on the tackle. Hardiman refusing to go at the fair catch, and that could have been disastrous.
Here's the score. The Bears 19, Minnesota 7. 43-yard run by Walter Payton was their last score. Green Bay has really bounced back now. They've scored 21 points. Steve Atkins, University of Maryland, on a 3-yard run, made it 21-12. Green Bay over New Orleans.
1st and 10, Redskins at their 41-yard line. 7.5 minutes remaining. Theismann, big rush, gets the screen away to Riggins. He's at the 40 and caught from behind at the 43. So after all is said and done, a pickup of just a couple of yards on the play. It was Gay who made the stop for the Detroit Lions. Here's some more scores for you.
St. Louis at 21st point. They came back. They trail 14-0. Wayne Morris on a 3-yard run for their 3rd touchdown. Buffalo 31, Cincinnati 17.
You wonder about Cincinnati. They got everybody healthy this year. They should be doing well.
Boy, and look at Pittsburgh. Are they telling you they're strong?
2nd down, 7. Redskins at their 43. Great power up the middle and virtually nothing there as Weaver and O'Neal collaborate on Clarence Harmon and stop him at the 45-yard line. Ed O'Neal, who is one of 3 Lion players who were benched apparently after their performance last week against Tampa Bay. There's the update on that New England-New York Jets game.
Well, they finally took out Grogan after 5 touchdown passes. Tom Owen comes in and hits John Westbrook with another one, 49-3. Baltimore over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just came back on a Doug Williams pass.
3rd and 6. Theismann has the pass tipped, and it is caught anyway and dropped. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Gene Fugit. Doug Jones, number 46, there to break it up. Somebody got a hand on it. And one of the lines, Al Baker, getting up a little slowly and heading off the field.
Well,
in some discomfort.
That was a heck of a play by both Gene Fugit and Doug Jones. They go up the way they did. Fugit almost made a great catch, but Jones knocked the ball loose.
Thompson is deep, so is Calicut, as Bragg comes in to do the punting.
Fugit is down on the side of the field and walking off the field. He may have gotten leg cramps or something. Now he seems to be limping, getting some help off.
Yeah, he started off the field and then kind of went down on one knee.
Yes, he did. He could have been cramps. You see him, they're taking him over to the bench there. A little help from Don Warren.
There's the temperature inside the Silverdome is right at, what, 78, I guess. Got to set it at 78, huh?
I set it at 78.
No matter how big your building is. Here's Bragg to do the punting. Redskins protecting that 7-point lead. Lions playing return all the way. Kick is a little bit short. Calicut watches it bounce at the 20-yard line. And it is down by Phil DuBose. 33-yard kick. Ball is down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit takes over there. As we mentioned, Al Baker went out on that last series in some discomfort. And he is still sitting on the sideline being tended to by the trainers of the Detroit Lions. Don't forget U.S. Open Tennis Championships from Flushing Meadow coming up next on CBS. Geraldine and McEnroe in the men's final. Everett Lloyd against Tracy Austin on the women's side. Gamlo hands off to Kane. Kane is out to the 25, fights his way to the 29. I'll tell you, the way this guy has run, I got to start him next week.
I got to go along with you. He has really done some good running today, and the effort he puts in his running. Here again, gets a good block. It goes outside, but watch his second effort. Leaping, spinning, doing everything he can to get all he can out of the run.
He picked up 8, 2nd and 2, Lions at their 29.
Got 79 yards.
They're that far away from tying it. Kane tries the left side. Looks like he stopped short of the first down this time. He was bothered most of last year by sore ankles. Was a 3rd-round draft choice in 1977 by the Lions. 1,000-yard runner at San Jose State, where he played for current Michigan State coach Darrell Rogers. Interesting fact, as a student at San Jose, Rick Kane was once employed as a locker room guard at San Francisco's Candlestick Park when Monty Clark was coaching.
Oh, is
that something?
Isn't that called tampering?
Oh, no. 3rd and 1. They've got the first down and then some. Bo Robinson looked like he was going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but the Lions rookie from West Texas State shook off the tackle, picked up the first down at the 44.
Boy, he does make a run here. Kind of an unusual call, a little delay, more or less behind the line. You see him break the tackle there. Rich Malott runs free on Joe Lavender, but had the ball a little loose. Dusick almost jarred that ball loose in coming across.
Clock continues to move. There are 4 minutes exactly left to play in this football game. 1st and 10, Lions at their 44-yard line. They trail by 7. Handoff goes to Robinson over the right side to the 50, 45, 45, 40, down to the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Ken Houston saved the touchdown. Robinson just running over people.
Boy, does he make a run. You see why they started him and why they were so pleased with him. and not afraid to go with a rookie. You see, he never quit running, kept driving. Well, they were lucky to bring him down.
29 yards and a first down for the Lions at the Redskin 26. Kane stumbles as he cuts, falls forward to the 24 for a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Less than 3 minutes to play in the game now. Touchdown and an extra point, of course, could set up the possibility of the 15-minute sudden death overtime period. 2nd down. Lions need 8 for the first down. They're at the Redskin 24. 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. Rookie Jeff Comlow back to throw. Has protection. Still looking. Finally gets it away and almost intercepted. Houston almost intercepted it. Hill was the intended receiver, and Freddie Scott was also there. Number 87, he almost brought it down before it went out of bounds. Wild, wild finish. Packers lead New Orleans 21-19. That one's gone back and forth. Clock stops with 2:20 left to play. It is 3rd down 8 for the Lions. They want to call time. Jeff Comlow will move over to the near sideline for a word with the head coach, Monty Clark, and Bob Schnelker, the offensive coordinator. Boy, this has turned into some football game. In case you joined us late, Redskins had it under control the entire first half, though the Lions did score first, leading 3-0, and the Redskins capitalizing on some turnovers. A couple of interceptions. Ran up a 17-3 lead at the intermission. Lions came out and fumbled. Bussey did on the first play of the 3rd period. And the Redskins went zip, 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 and they had another touchdown. And it was 24-3, and it looked like the rout was on. And then, of course, the Lions stormed back with 2 touchdowns of their own. That's a new score. Cardinals just put 6 up on the board and lead the Giants in the 3rd period 27-14. Great comeback by St. Louis after being down 14-0. Redskins return home after this game and face the Giants a week from tomorrow night, Monday night game. And the Lions hit the road to take on the Jets, who are in the process of being dissected today by the New England Patriots and Steve Grogan. There's the stat on the 3rd down conversion. Big play for the Lions on 3rd and 7 from the Redskin 24-yard line. Comlow standing calmly in the pocket. Scott at the 2. He is down to the 1-yard line. Touchdown! Touchdown! Freddie Scott. Look at this action. Here it is again. Comlow standing calmly into the pocket, waiting for Scott to break across the middle. He does. He's hit at the goal line, but the officials say that he was in. Great view of it there, right from the goal line. Ricardo, and this will tie it up. Brand new ball game with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to play. Are you believing this? Well, we may be looking at sudden death. What a comeback by the Lions. Trailing 24-3 in the 3rd period. They have stormed back to tie the Redskins. This ball club and this crowd is on fire. Now they're chanting defense. Standing ovation for the Lions. Sonny Jurgensen is headed down on the field. we go to sudden death. He may be back. (24-24). 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Hardiman is deep. Flanked by Lonnie Perrin and Don Harris. As Ricardo prepares to kick off. Commodores now 11 out of 22 for 162 yards. Good deep kickoff. Hardiman at the 5, 15, 20, and run out of bounds near the 25. Listen to this chant of defense erupting now from this partisan Detroit Lion crowd. There's the book on that last scoring drive. 78 yards, 7 plays. Commonwealth delivering the touchdown pass to Freddie Scott. First and 10, Redskins at their 24-yard line. Incomplete. Pass intended for Danny Buggs. Buggs claiming he caught it, but the official says no, that he trapped the ball. It'll be 2nd and 10. Two-minute warning going to both benches. Exactly 2 minutes left to play in the ball game, and we're tied here at the Pontiac Silverdome. 24 all.
It's official. Ford's answer to rebates, the largest incentives ever available to its dealers. The biggest clearance offer in Ford history just got bigger. See your Ford dealer and discover how many hundreds of dollars you can save on new trimmer LTDs, Mustang pace car replicas, elegant Thunderbirds, tough V8 pickups, vans, Broncos, Rancheros. Compare the total Ford deal with any other. You may well find it's the best value overall.
You know, trying to run a Major League Baseball club isn't all fun and games.
The pressure's always on. And for guys like us, there's no off-season.
So when you wheel and deal as much as we do, you can't afford to get filled up.
That's why we drink light beer from Miller. It's got a third less calories than their regular beer, and it tastes great, too.
How about that trade? How about throwing in Bud Harrelson?
Let's see, Bud Harrelson, Gates Brown, and Mudcat Grant.
Right, with 2 Blue Powells and a Ferris Payne.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I want a Frank Malzone.
Mike Labor with Sonny Jorgensen. Pontiac Silverdome, 2 minutes left to play. There's the book on Joe Theismann, 9 out of 14 thus far in the afternoon. Redskins 2nd and 10 from their 23. And it is really getting noisy here. Theismann asked the official for a timeout because he cannot hear the signals.
I'll tell you one thing, Frank, they realize how loud it is here at this stadium because last year they were talking about it because they had a close one here last year. But for the Lions to come back the way they have, well, you have to admire them, and this crowd is a part of it.
Now they'll get the same business again, I'm sure, when they come up to the line of scrimmage from the crowd. Listen to them. It is noisy. 2nd and 10. Theismann rolling to his right. Flag goes down as the pass is completed over the middle to Don Warren, number 85, the rookie tight end at the 30-yard line. That could be pass interference.
I think so. I think he had a hand on his back. You see the signal there. Had a little hand, little contact before the completion.
Of course, he caught the ball nevertheless, but the pass interference penalty.
Defensive pass interference, number 46, first down.
So that goes against Doug Jones. The big thing there, you take the penalty because it's a first down. 1:52 left.
Theismann did a smart thing that last play, rolling away from Baker, getting away from him.
Hand off Riggins, sweeping the left side up to the 35 and ridden out of bounds in front of the Redskins bench at the 38-yard line by Doug Jones, number 46. Now keep in mind that the Redskins have all 3 of their timeouts left. That's going to be a big factor here.
It has to be with 1:45 left because last week they got the ball in the last 2 minutes They only had 2 timeouts. This week, they realized the importance of that. They're going in with a 3.
You saw Harmon, number 38, duck into the huddle with the play selection from the bench as Jack Pardee is sent in this one. McDaniel wide, or rather Bugs wide to the right side, and Thompson set in the slot inside of him at the bottom of your screen. Little swing pass out to Benny Malone, who is ripped down at the 42, and we get a flag.
We're going to get another flag here.
Could be a face mask.
Yep, that's what it is.
There's another break for the Redskins. 1 minute 36 seconds left to play. 5 yards, walked off, moves it out to the 47-yard line. First down.
Number 28 defense, face mask penalty, first down.
So 2 penalties against the Lions in this drive, giving the Redskins 2 big first downs.
The big thing to have right here is poise. Both sides need poise, young teams.
Thompson to the left side, Bugs to the right. Wiggins straight up the middle to the 49-yard line. A pickup of 2 on that play. Dave Purifoy, number 75, making the stop.
Clock still running, down to 1 minute and 20 seconds now.
Second down, Redskins need 8 for the first down. They're at their 49-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts left, but you can see the time ticking away.
They don't need but a couple of first downs before they get in field goal range for Mark Mosley.
Here's Theismann, another flag down. Pass overthrown, intended for Thompson. The flag went down on the opposite side of the field. Let's see what this one is. There's 3 penalties coming up here in 4 plays. 2 have gone against the Lions. This is a motion penalty against the Redskins.
I think they'll refuse this one.
What do you do here, Sonny? You take the penalty, or do you decline it and make it 3rd down and 8?
I'm sure the coaches are going to make this call from the sidelines.
It'll
be 3rd down and about.
They got 3rd and 8 if they don't take the penalty, or 2nd and 13.
I think
from
I'm going to go 3rd and 8.
45.
I'm going to give them 3rd and 8 if it's me.
It's Doug English, number 78, the defensive captain of the Lions, talking with Gene Bart, the referee. English wants instructions from Monty Clark, and I think Monty has indicated declining.
Illegal motion, 88 offense, refused, 3rd down and 8.
So big play for the Redskins of this drive. 3rd down, they need 8 for the first down. They're at their own 49-yard line. 59 seconds left to play, and the score is tied.
Big play. Big play for the Skins.
Bugs to the left side, Thompson to the right. Theismann handing off to Malone on 3rd and 8. He's fighting for it, and I think he got it. He went out of bounds at the 43-yard line, very close to the first down. It depends on where they mark it. That's got to be a surprise.
Take a look at this play. What a call on 3rd and 8 to run a sweep. Go outside. Benny Malone, good blocking. Excellent blocking, just breaks the tackle. Gets enough for the first down.
It was Ron Saul, number 64, who cleared the way for Benny Malone with a key block. And it is a Redskin first down at the 44.
Well, that's some kind of call. That tells you what Jack Pardee was going to do on 4th down, because he was going to go for it on 4th down too. He wasn't about to punt the ball to the Lions.
Redskins still have all 3 timeouts left. They have a first down at the 44-yard line of Detroit. Here's Theismann. In trouble. Another flag goes down. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Warren. They say he trapped it. And we may have a holding call coming up against the Redskins. Preliminary indication is holding against Washington.
Well, this is a costly one because they were very close to Mark Mosley's range.
How far you figure Mosley can kick it?
He can kick it 55, 57 yards.
Number 64, offense, illegal use of the hands.
I didn't hear you with all that bedlam going on. How far you think he can kick it, Sonny?
I think he can kick it. I think he can kick it 60 yards if you give him the opportunity. He attempted one last week with 70, a little out of his range.
Here's a holding call once again.
Yes, you see Bob Kazeel got caught after Joe had scrambled.
That moves it back to the Redskin 46-yard line. Down reverts to first. Theismann goes over the middle. He's got Hardiman. Fumble the ball at the 50-yard line. They say he was ruled down. Redskins will get the ball at the 50. Woo. They say that Hardiman went down before he fumbled.
I think it was a correct call. He went on the ground before.
Redskins going to use a timeout now. This is their first timeout of their 3 with 36 seconds to go. They'll have the ball at the 50-yard line. It will be second down, and the Redskins need 17 for the first down. They have to get down to the 33-yard line to pick up the first. Joe Walton, center of your screen there. Redskins coaching staff along with Jack Pardee. Our telecast here in Detroit this afternoon, produced by Howard Reifsnyder and directed by Jim Silman. Our associate producer, Jay Frommert, and our field operations engineer, Ray Savignano. Technical directors, John Pumo and Stu Meyer, and the audio man is Tom Jimenez. Close, right, Tom?
Well, I'm glad you had to say that, Frank. I would have said Jimenez.
I'm sure you would have.
I know it is Jimenez.
2nd and 17. Here we go. 36 seconds left. Redskins at midfield. Trying to pull it out. Score is tied. Theismann over the middle for Hardiman. Down at the 45-yard line. Redskins will call another timeout. They picked up 5 on the play. 1 timeout left now for Washington. Look at it again, Sonny.
Again, they're going to the little check down, a little double swing out of the backfield. You don't leave yourself a lot of protection. Joe had to throw the ball in a hurry. He makes a good throw. Both backs coming out of the backfield, giving the weak side back an option which way to go. The Redskins again call timeout. He goes to the bench, trying to find out. Let's get on the same page. We got 2 plays now with 26 seconds left. Seems like last week they had a timeout when they took the ball over with 26 seconds left in that one too.
By the way, New England has scored again. That's now 56-3 over the Jets. Coming up next, U.S. Open tennis. But not before we dispense with the proceedings here at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. I would say they need another first down or so, wouldn't you, to really get within Mosley's range?
I think so. Last week they went to a crossing pattern. They bring both wide receivers and the tight end across the middle of the field. It's an intermediate pass. It's thrown about 18 yards. They have a timeout. If they complete that type of pass, they can throw the ball in the middle field. They don't have to stop the pass or stop the play with a pass. They can throw it in the middle, call timeout, and let Mosley attempt the field goal.
Now, right now, if they didn't pick up any yardage on this play, Mosley would have to kick a 62-yarder. So they need some more yardage here. 3rd down and 11. From the Detroit 45, Joe Theismann. Downfield, he's got Thompson at the 30, first down. He did not get out of bounds, so the clock will keep rolling.
They call timeout.
That's going to be it for timeouts. 18 seconds left on the clock as Thompson limped off the field after making the catch, and a big reception it was. 16 yards.
Good protection this time, rolling out. He's had good protection this time. Makes a good throw right on time. Ricky Thompson, a little drag pattern from the slot position. Still in bounds. The clock runs down another 3 seconds. And Theismann calls timeout. Now they have to be careful if they complete one in bounds, because they'd have to line up in a hurry to kick that field goal. So they're going to be careful. If no one is open, he will throw the ball away.
I just don't think they could even take a chance at completing it in bounds and expecting to get another playoff. I don't believe it'll happen.
If it's short enough where you can catch up with your people again.
Now, right now, from this point, it would be a 46-yard field goal effort And here comes Mosley. I think they're going to try right now and not take the chance. The ball is at the 29. You figure he sets it back 7 and take it to the 36. That would make it a 46-yard try. 18 seconds left. This is the ball game right here.
You better believe it's in his range.
It is no good.
There's a flag down. There's a flag down. Hold on, there's a flag down. There may be too many men on the field.
It's going to be against the Lions.
I told you. 12 men on the field for the defense. 12 men on the field. Detroit. He's going to get another attempt. What a mental error to make in a situation like this.
That's got to kill you. Now instead of 46, it'll be a 41-yard effort. Lions are still trying to figure out who's supposed to be on and who isn't. Now they've got it straightened out. All right, ball now is at the 24. Theismann will put it down at the 31. So it will be a 41-yard try, and now the Lions are going to call time and give Mosley a chance to think about it. That's something you normally do when you have a very young, inexperienced kicker, but I wouldn't think it'd bother Mosley that much. And getting a second chance, Sonny, I guess you couldn't ask for more.
When a play that important, and people this late in the game that are tired, players going on and off the football field, it's up to that special teams coach to make sure he has the correct number, the correct people that he wants on the football field at that time. There's no excuse in anything like that.
Coming up next, the U.S. Open Tennis Championship Finals from Flushing Meadow. Girolaitis against McEnroe, Everett Lloyd against Austin. Mosley misses this one. Almost certainly will go to sudden death overtime. There are 12 seconds showing on the clock. Here we go. His last effort from 46, slightly short and to the left. 41-yard field goal. This one's plenty far, and it's good. Mosley has hammered it home from 41 yards away. Boy, he gave it the big fist in the air, too.
You don't give him 2 chances. You don't give him 2 chances. One of the great kickers, the most accurate kickers I've ever held for. I held the football for 18 years. Great kicker. Big drive during the 2-minute drill. The Redskins never panicked. They kept their poise. Theismann rolled out, hit Thompson with a big play. And then they got the extra chance with a mental error by the Detroit Lions.
You got to say, Sonny, the Redskins got the breaks this afternoon. There have been several of them, the big ones, and they've all gone in Washington's favor, it seems.
Well, they did. They got a handful of them. They had everything under control. They let it get it out of hand a little bit and made a couple of mistakes. Detroit got back into the game. You have to admire them for coming back the way they did, Frank. Then have it go down, have a chance to go into overtime, and have 12 men on the field.
8 seconds left. Redskins 27, Lions 24.
You know, that's an amazing thing. That happens. It happens every week in professional football. And that's one of the first things you learn when you play football. There are 11 men on a side.
There's several people on that line bench that'd like to crawl underneath it right now, I'm sure. Whoever was responsible.
And you have to admire that official for being alert and picking that up, too.
Squig kick. And the Redskins have recovered it. Washington recovers at the 48-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Well, I thought maybe he'd squib it, but not quite that short. Oklowitz on the recovery for Washington, and that should do it.
Onside kick goes to Washington.
Redskins will have to run just one play. And they will be home free with their first victory of the 1979 season. And what started out as rather a dull football game certainly has turned into a very exciting game. Redskins are out of timeouts, and so are the Lions. Lions want to call time, but they don't have any left, and that's it. What a finish, huh? Jack Marty running across the field. And tough luck for Monty Clark. I'm sure Jack seeking out Monty there to extend his condolences. You got to give the Lions credit for a tremendous comeback in the second half, and to lose it on a mental error like that. And there's a young man that really had himself an afternoon. First start ever in the NFL, and he really brought him back, didn't he? 11 out of 22, 162 yards. He did throw for 3 interceptions, but he came up some very clutch throws. Stay tuned now as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
This is CBS.
Back once again at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Let's go down to the field and Sonny Jurgensen.
Thank you, Frank. First of all, Joe Theismann, congratulations and happy birthday.
Thanks, Sonny. I'll tell you, it's the best birthday present I've ever had. It's 30 years today for me. My son Joey at home, it's his too, so this is for him. But I'll tell you, we just can't stand prosperity. We get up 21 points, and you sit there and you say, you dream about football games like this when you get a chance to relax. We look like we're in control of it. Then we go out, we fumble the football. We go out again, we fumble the football. We go out again, we can't eat any time off the clock. We're going to have to put a stop to it if we want to go anywhere, I'll tell you that much.
Tell me something, when Riggins fumbled with about 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, were you thinking of the Houston Oilers game?
No, not as much as thinking about a 2-minute drill that I was going to have to get myself into at the end of the ball game. I figured if they scored 3rd and 7, I thought our defense was going to stop them, and we had a short yardage offense coming out down there. It just, it was flashbacks of last year here when we had to come from behind, very far behind, and pull it out. And a little bit of Houston went through my mind, yeah, but I'm glad it stayed away this time.
It had to feel comfortable, a little more comfortable this week, having that third timeout in that last 2 minutes that you were able to use, stop the clock there for the Mosley field goal.
I'll tell you, that's right. And the second thing is, it's the second time we've been in a 2-minute drill. You know, the more times you run it, the better off you feel. I don't want to make a habit of it, but I felt pretty good going out there. And the guys hung together. The crowd noise in here is unbelievable. And we managed to get a lot of plays off, even as loud as they were. You know, if you walk away from the line too often, they're just going to keep on yelling. It gets worse and worse, and you lose momentum. So I tried to just keep the ball in play. The guys made key catches. John got out of bounds a couple times. Ricky put a great move to get open on the last one to get out of bounds, and I'm very happy.
Congratulations to you and the Redskins, Joe. Good luck next week. Now back up to Frank.
12 out of 19 for 182 yards for Joe Theismann on this Sunday afternoon in Detroit. Fine job by the Washington Redskins as they get the winning field goal from Mark Mosley, 41 yards away with 12 seconds left to play. And what turned out to be quite a ball game, as we said. Redskins got in front 17-3 at halftime, got the early touchdown in the third period, which would have demoralized a lot of teams. 24-3, but then on came the Lions. Let's check some of the other scores for you around the NFL before we leave you. This is a final score. The Bears pouring it on the Vikings. Maybe a long year for Minnesota. 26-7 in that one. And of course, the NFC Central Division battle. Packers came from behind, or are coming from behind. They trailed at halftime 12-0. They lead New Orleans 28-19. That game is now in the fourth period. The Giants and St. Louis battling in the third quarter with the Cardinals leading 27-14. They were down 14-0. It's been a day of come from behind ball games. Buffalo pouncing on Cincinnati. Bengals having their problems. Fourth period score 44-17 in favor of the Buffalo Bills. Pittsburgh romping over Houston. Everybody figured this probably be the closest game of the day in the league. And New England really pouring it on the New York Jets. Touchdown passes galore from Steve Grogan. Tampa Bay and Baltimore still in action in the second period, with Baltimore owning a 17-13 lead in that one. Our final score, once again, Washington Redskins beating the Detroit Lions by a score of 27-24. Turned out to be quite a game, Sonny.
It really did. You know, the fact that what Theismann said, they can't stand prosperity. They had a big lead. They did it against the Oilers last week too. Yet they hung in there, and he's right. The more you work the 2-minute drill, the more work you get on it, the better off you're going to be, and you're going to learn how to be successful in it, and they were today.
Well, they keep it exciting. There is no question about that. Do the Washington Redskins, and they return home next Monday night to take on the New York Giants in an NFC Eastern Division battle. Lions now 0-2. Will have to travel to New York next weekend as they take on the New York Jets. who aren't going to get any sympathy, I'll tell you, whatsoever, because the Jets had their problems too. A reminder, stay tuned now. The U.S. Open Tennis Championships coming up next on CBS from Flushing Meadow in New York, the men's and the women's finals. Our final score, once again, Washington 27, Detroit 24. For Sonny Jurgensen, this is Frank Lieber telling you that the NFL on CBS is a presentation of CBS Sports.
Tonight, join correspondents Mike Wallace, Morley Safer, Dan Rather, and Harry Reasoner for another hard-hitting edition of 60 Minutes, the weekly television news magazine, tonight on CBS.